Have you ever thought about how much money you waste each year? On average, Americans throw away around $1,500 worth of food annually. That's money down the drain. With so many people struggling with debt, about 80% of Americans are in some form of debt. It's time to rethink how we handle our finances. Living frugally is not just about pinching pennies. It's a smart way to gain financial freedom and peace of mind. Imagine having enough savings to cover unexpected expenses or even take that dream vacation without stress. Research shows that frugal living can boost your happiness, too. A study by the Journal of Happiness Studies found that people who spend less often feel more fulfilled. In this video, we'll explore unique strategies to help you embrace a frugal lifestyle. From conscious spending to leveraging community resources, we'll share tips that can transform your financial habits and enrich your life. Whether you're drowning in debt or just looking to save more, you'll find valuable insights that can change your outlook on money. Get ready to discover why living frugally might be the best decision you'll ever make. Chapter 1. The Power of Conscious Spending. Mastering the art of spending wisely. Most people think frugal living means penny pinching and endless sacrifice. But the truth is, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about being smart with your money, what's called conscious spending. When you're intentional with where your money goes, you end up getting more value from it. A study by Princeton University showed that happiness plateaus after earning $75,000 annually. This means more money doesn't necessarily lead to more happiness, but spending wisely can. Conscious spending is about making sure each purchase adds value to your life. It's not just about cutting out your daily coffee. Instead, it's asking, is this really worth it to me? If the answer is yes, then spend guilt-free. Ramit Sethi, author of I Will Teach You to Be Rich, encourages people to spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut costs mercilessly on the things you don't. It's a mindset shift, not a budgeting nightmare. One effective strategy is tracking your spending for a month. You'd be surprised at how much those small, seemingly harmless expenses add up. According to a survey by Bankrate, 53% of Americans don't track their spending, and many end up wondering where all their money went. Being aware of your spending habits allows you to make better choices and stop wasting money on things that don't truly matter. Another way to approach conscious spending is by using the 30-day rule. If you want to buy something that's not a necessity, wait 30 days before making the purchase. This delay helps avoid impulsive buying and gives you time to decide if the item is really important. Many people find they forget about the item altogether or realize they can live without it. Chapter 2. The Joy of Minimalist Freedom. Less stuff, more life. Frugal living and minimalism go hand in hand. By reducing the clutter in your life, you're not just saving money, but you're also freeing up mental space. A study from UCLA found that cluttered homes lead to higher levels of stress, especially for women. Fewer possessions mean less to worry about and more time to focus on what really matters. This is the heart of frugal living, cutting out the excess so you can focus on what brings you joy. Think about it. How much of the stuff in your home do you actually use? Studies show that the average American household has 300,000 items. Most of them, we don't even notice. When you let go of the excess, you're left with only what you need and what you truly love. Joshua Becker, author of The More of Less, says, minimalism isn't about owning less, it's about making room for more time, more passion, more experiences, more growth, more contribution, more contentment. One strategy to start living with less is the one in, one out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, you must get rid of one. This keeps your space from becoming overwhelmed with things you don't need. Another effective tactic is the 90/90ths rule. Ask yourself, have I used this item in the last 90 days? Will I use it in the next 90? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Minimalism also means buying things with intention. It's not about buying the cheapest but rather the best. When you invest in high-quality, long-lasting products, you save money in the long run by avoiding the need for constant replacements. In fact, a study from Princeton University showed that quality clothing, for example, can last up to 9 years longer than fast fashion. By living with less, you actually end up with more savings, more clarity, and more freedom. Chapter 3. Leveraging community resources. The frugal power of your neighborhood. One of the biggest missed opportunities in frugal living is the underutilization of community resources. Most people overlook free or low-cost options that are right in their own backyard. Libraries, for example, offer more than just books. Many provide free workshops, classes, and access to online resources. According to the American Library Association, nearly 30% of Americans use library services every year, and many save hundreds of dollars by borrowing instead of buying. Another fantastic resource is local co-ops or sharing networks. These are often community-driven programs where people can borrow tools, equipment, or even share skills. Need a drill for a one-time project? Instead of buying one, see if your community co-op has one you can borrow. The average power drill is used for only 13 minutes in its entire lifetime, making purchasing one a waste of money for most people. Local events, like free outdoor concerts, fitness classes, and farmers markets, are also great ways to enjoy entertainment and activities without breaking the bank. Websites like meetup.com can connect you with groups that host free or low-cost gatherings. A fun fact: according to a study by Eventbrite, 69% of people who attend free events report feeling happier and more connected to their community. A unique strategy is bartering. This isn't as outdated as you might think. Many communities have skill-sharing networks where you can exchange services without any money involved. For example, you could trade your expertise in cooking for someone else's plumbing skills. Not only do you save money, but you also build valuable relationships within your community. By tapping into these community resources, you're not just saving money, you're enriching your life. Frugal living doesn't mean isolation. It can actually help you build stronger connections and live a more fulfilling life. If you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more practical advice on living frugally and achieving financial freedom. Chapter 4. Mastering DIY Skills for Big Savings: How doing it yourself becomes your secret superpower. You don't need to be a professional to save money through DIY projects. In fact, learning a few basic skills can go a long way toward cutting your expenses. From simple home repairs to cooking meals from scratch, doing things yourself can help you avoid paying for services you don't actually need. According to a study by HomeAdvisor, the average homeowner spends $1,200 annually on home maintenance. Learning a few DIY tricks could drastically reduce that number. One of the easiest ways to get started with DIY is by tackling minor home repairs. YouTube is filled with tutorials on fixing leaky faucets, patching drywall, or even regrouting your bathroom tiles. A plumber's visit for something as simple as a clogged drain can easily cost $100, while a bottle of drain cleaner costs just $10. That's a small but immediate win. Cooking at home is another underrated DIY skill. Americans spend an average of $3,500 a year dining out, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Learning a few go-to recipes not only saves you money but can also be healthier. Buying ingredients in bulk and prepping meals ahead of time can also reduce the temptation to grab expensive takeout. Plus, the satisfaction of creating a meal from scratch is a reward in itself. Gardening is another area where a little DIY can lead to big savings. Growing your own vegetables can drastically cut down your grocery bill, and you don't need a huge yard to start. A 2012 study by the National Gardening Association found that the average gardener can save $530 a year by growing their own produce. And it's not just about the money, you'll also have fresh, organic food at your fingertips. For larger DIY projects, take advantage of free or low-cost classes. Many hardware stores like Home Depot offer workshops on everything from installing flooring to building a deck. Mastering these skills allows you to confidently take on bigger projects, which would otherwise cost thousands if you hired a professional. It's like turning your home into a personal savings machine. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about practical ways to enhance your financial well-being, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're here to guide you on your journey to a more frugal and fulfilling life.